up, Wedding Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Shokugeki no Souma San no Sara, aka The Third Plate, aka Season 3, Episode 13, titled Advancement Exam. And before we get into this episode, I gotta give you my thoughts on the first half of the season of Shokugeki no Souma. And then we'll get into the actual live reaction of this episode. So, the first half of the season of Shokugeki no Souma was okay. I just did not like that placement of the Saiba reveal. It just, I know why the anime did it, but it just was wrong. Maybe it's the manga purist in me, but I just did not like it, the placement of that. And then going into this episode, and this is because of the placement of the cyber reveal, there's a lot of content that I have a huge feeling is going to be skipped because of it, and that isn't fair. I'm really, really pissed about it. But something I'm looking forward to because I really like this arc, and I've covered this arc on my channel, so this arc is very important to me. Is that I hope we get to I hope there is, if it's done right, it's gonna be freaking amazing, and there's gonna be a lot of good comedic stuff going on too, especially with Rindao. I can't freaking wait. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to this episode of Shokugeki no Souma Season 3. Okay, so this content, I think, I would say it's like in chapter 151, if we want to, or like chapter 150, chapter 151, if we want to narrow it down a little bit, maybe 152. But God, this should have been in the first half. Oh, I'm so mad that this is not in the first. This was not in the first half. You guys have no idea. Because again, there's so much content. Because I re-looked at the chapters too, and it just reminded me. Just re-looking at the chapters to find the placement for this episode just really pissed me off, because it's just like, dude, there was like this ongoing thing going on, especially when they went to go spy on the purge stuff that we didn't get to see with ERINA'S, especially. And the other thing was that when Saiba was, or not Saiba, when Azami was about to, get the purge going, like, this whole thing right here, this event of finding out about Jochiro really led to the purge going on. So the fact that's why I'm really mad that it wasn't earlier in earlier in the season. In the first half of the season, I mean. You know what? I gotta give the anime props though, in regards to Azami. Something that this anime has done well with Azami, and like you could still feel it, even though Azami's not doing anything sinister. He's just talking about how he's gonna achieve a total revolution of this world. Like, you could still feel that dark aura coming off him. Like, not as much as you could from, like, the manga. The manga is really good at that. But you could still kind of feel it. But I feel like the facial expression... But here, I feel like the facial expression is wrong. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way or not. But okay, so before we go into the opening song, I will say this. I actually think that this content is appropriate for the second half. For the start of the second half, because it's so central. Ironic. see what I did there, central. It's so central to, what we're about to do, especially when we get to the Shokugeki, the regimental to Shokugeki. So I totally understand why the anime did that, but the anime could have still had this content here and still had the rest of the content that it should have had earlier in the season. So anyway, let's get to this opening song and see if it's like as badass as it was during the first half of the season. Ooh, okay. First of all, I'm liking this music so far. This music's good, but I like that I like the intro, like the beginning frames too of the opening song. It's pretty goddamn cool. It's very like Cowboy Bebop-esque, if you guys get what I'm feeling here, and going with. And something I like is that we're seeing Soma struggle through through a snowstorm with the Elite 10. It's so, oh my god, it's so true. Because Soma is, this is like a huge storm he is about to face. And literally, he is going to be facing, about to go into a storm. You manga nerdigans know what I'm talking about. So so far, we're doing pretty good. There's the train! Oh my god. I know it's weird. I first thought of Trailbot from Digimon Frontier. But the trains look so freaking cool. I'm down with these trains. They look awesome. And I like seeing as the trains are going down the track, you see like the different dishes alongside them. That is really, really clever. Opening song, you were doing really nice right now. You were being extremely creative. Shokugeki no Souma. I gotta give you props for that. There's Souma, little Souma, and there's Jochiro. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Jochiro. I really can't wait to see him. And then we got Big Souma, and I love that we have the tracks framing them because spoilers. I swear, you should be unless you are a manga reader of Shokugeki no Souma, you should really not be watching my videos because I'm gonna be spoiling a lot of shit. I love that we have the train tracks framing because that's where we're gonna be like for probably I think for the rest of the season we're gonna be on the train. So nice. Oh man, this is gonna be I'm so freaking hyped. What I love right after we have, and I love the contrast in color too. That we went from this bright like or hold on, let me make sure I'm right. We went from like this bright orange yellow color to like this pink, and we have Erina, and we have her as her younger self, and we have a zombie there. Oh, this is so good. I'm really liking this opening song a lot too. This opening song is good. I see what you're doing with those jail bars. I see what you're doing there, anime. Opening song, and you know what? I like it, and I'm going to do some major spoilers right now, so you're gonna have to, if you're an anime only, I'm sorry, you're gonna be spoiled, but if you're accustomed to my live reactions, you should know by now. I love what they did here, because what's gonna happen is when we get to the regimental to Shokugeki, those characters that are behind the bars are gonna literally be behind bars during the regimental to Shokugeki, so I really anime, that was really smart. But that was a huge spoiler. Oh my god, that's right! We get to see Hayama versus Souma, and we got the bear meat. Oh my god, the bear meat I know is later, but god, I'm so excited about. I forgot about Hayama versus Souma. Oh my god, that shit is gonna be so emotional. Holy shit. Oh, we get to there's Simon and them in their younger days. It's so cute. And then I love seeing the Elite 10 in their costumes. I love that we're seeing Rindao in her like the costume that Rindao is wearing is one from her from the most recent chapter. So I really like that you did that. That was a really nice one. That was a major spoiler. I think they're doing anime. I think you're trying to really make up to us manga readers right now. I love it that we got Tsukasa in the in his white armor. I love that we got Sato in his fucking Bushido outfit. We got Nini in her outfit too. And we got Momo in her adorable outfit. Oh my god. Opening song, you are blowing my mind. And I know this video is going to be really long, but god, there's just so much to talk about. Woo! I'm liking the swords that we got here. Especially with the, hold on a second, let me just look at this again. I see what you are doing. This is like the 1 minute 59 second mark. Is you have Souma in the Bushido outfit, and that's the outfit he wears. We see him wearing against Sato, and then what ERINA'S wearing is the armor. It's like an armor kind of thing, and spoiler alert, she's going up against Tsukasa in the final regimental to Shokugeki. Oh god, this is so perfect. Man, I'm so sorry. This is going to be a really long video, guys. This is opening song I've had to analyze so much. There's our contestants for the regimental to Shokugeki. Oh my god, we got my baby. We got my babies, of course. Aldini and Kuga Senpai, and I love that we got Momo in her boxing outfit, because remember when Momo went up to the ring and oh god, that was so cool. And then we got and we know who that is. Megashima is back there. We know Megashima's there. Oh my god. Okay, so overall, this opening, there's so many spoilers in this opening that we're not even gonna, if we're gonna get to it this season, I'm going to be extremely shocked, but it's really getting me more hyped for season 4 than this season. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very curious. Shokugeki no Souma manga nerdigans, are you more hyped up for the regimental to Shokugeki than the train now? I'm so hyped because, like, opening song, you did not need to do that. I'm not even hyped for this season anymore. I'm more hyped for next season now. But okay, so overall, the opening song was freaking cool. I know the opening song was to pander to us manga readers, but my god, opening song, you're showing stuff that we're not gonna get this season. There is no way we're getting any of this shit this season in regards to the regimental to Shokugeki. No, we're not getting that shit until season 4, at least. So I'm just like thinking to myself right now, I'm very curious what you guys think. Like, what the fuck? Anime, why? Why did you do that? Why are you getting us more hyped? At least getting me more hyped for season 4 than season 3. Anyway, so where this episode starts off after the opening song, manga adaptation wise, I'm sorry it took me this long to get there, because I really needed to spend time analyzing this opening song, because there's so much shit to talk about in there. Especially since I have a lot of people watch my Shokugeki no Soma videos, so need to. We're starting off the adaptation of chapter 167 of the manga. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so we're not getting the cool imagery that is in this manga right now. So I do love the Tsukasa speech so far, which is good. But where I'm talking about it is, like, if you look on page 4 of chapter 167, when Tsukasa says, this is when he says it's a huge event during the second set, during the second semester of first year of high school. It's a ruthless trial in which only 76 out of 190 survived last year, and the rest left the academy. It exemplifies the old Tutsuki's horrible education system. Like, why did you show the hell that is shown in my panel here? That they actually literally showed on the screen to the rest of the students. I wanted to see that. You're pissing me off already. God, Izami, I don't remember if I said this in my freaking live reactions to the stuff that was going down the train, but God, this sounds like liberal indoctrination, and it sounds so much like participation trophies. It really does. Oh my god, it does. Oh, right here at this 3-minute 20-second mark. That when Tsukasa's saying, talking about, like, people who do not fall in line with Director Izami's vision. That aura is just, I know it's because a certain character that is supposed to be in the scene is not here, that the anime decided to give Megumi some time, and the lines that were supposed to be here from said character, where they're going to point out all sorts of faults, whatever dish we hand out, and disqualify us for sure. It ain't impossible. Then we're all going to get expelled and be separated. Like, what the fuck? This ain't fair. I don't like it. And Are they just not going to mention this either? Irina-chi is going to be alone? Yeah, there's no way Azami-sama will expel Irina-sama. This is all according to that man's plan. Really? Are we not just not going to mention that? Because that's like Irina is the freaking key to Azami's plan, and you're not gonna mention that? Really? Oh no, correction. The Megumi stuff is actually in the manga. Oh, it is. But we just skipped the Azami stuff and just went to the Megumi content instead. As well. So, and where that is for those that are curious, and I'm getting really mad, it's on page 15. Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna wait to the end see if we're gonna get all the Azami content or not, because there's like some good Azami content that's here that I got a feeling is going to be skipped because they want to get to the trains. Okay, so at about the 4-minute 57-second mark, we go into chapter 168, and just something tells me I still feel like we're gonna go into the Saiba content. Oh god, I wish it was there. It's supposed to, but whatever. Let's see. 168. Alright, let's see if, unless it jumps there, but we'll see. You know what? I understand why this content is here instead of the Azami content right now. I am okay with it right now. I am definitely fine with it. I kind of just wish the Azami content would have been before the Souma and Erina stuff, so we had something, you know, because that's what it was in the manga. It was just, you know, some time to break it up. That would have been a lot cooler instead of like this instant shit. So but very curious what you guys think. Okay, so we're definitely not getting any of the dialogue that's in this flashback. That's kind of annoying me a little bit, but whatever. The standards of this anime for me just really have dropped so much. The thing is, though, I have to say this right now. For those that keep saying that this is keep telling me that this is a great manga to anime adaptation, go watch Captain Tsubasa, go watch Barge Comes in Like a Lion Season 2, and go watch Land of the Lustrous, and then come back and tell me if this is a good manga to anime adaptation. I'm just saying. But this is what was skipped dialogue-wise. It doesn't taste good. This beignet needs to be served at a hot state, but because of the cold ricotta mousse, it's tasteless. It became a very simplistic dish. And, like, they have Erina wearing a chef jacket in the anime in this flashback, and she wasn't supposed to be. She was supposed to be wearing a dress. This dish, too. This dish, well, this has no hope. It's a disgusting taste. And, in the fish dish, why didn't you use bream, something? It's obvious that you tried to cover it up. Also about this, thank you for tasting, Erina-sama. Then continuing, could we request you to taste more? And this god tongue just became extremely important in the manga, so, yeah. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Give me a sec. Aha, here we go. There's still some there's still some waiting. Erina, you've worked hard every day. Taking a rest from tasting would be... It's fine, for the Nukiri family, I have to try hard. Yeah, that was all skipped. And something else that I've noticed is that, like, in the manga, you see, like, this dark aura around Erina when she's narrating. About being forced to taste. But you don't see that at all here, and it's really... So now we're at the 7-minute, like, 7-minute 20-second mark. We get to see my boy Saiba, and God, Saiba sounds as good as I remember. And at the 7-minute 24-second mark, that dish that Saiba cooked up is making me hungry. It looks so good. Okay, I want to point this out. The reason why I kind of am disappointed that the anime didn't show like the dark aura that was surrounding Erina when she was talking about, um, you know, doing the taste testing and stuff before meeting Saiba is because like you have this beautiful light going on from, from her tasting Saiba's dish, and it would have been so cool to see that contrast. And just disappointing we're not going to see it. As cool as the 8 minute 17-second mark it looks, it it's not what it should be. Like Azami should be like you could still have the outline, that would be cool. But I would have loved to seen like a Midotsuji kind of thing going on here where he's like the aura is bigger. It would look way cooler. Oh my god. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Midotsuji's from Yamushi Pedal. He's amazing. And I have to say, in regards to this frame in particular, it's such a disappointment because the anime could have, if you look at the panel, and this is on page 18 of chapter 168, like, the anime could have done so much more. It made it look more, made Azami's outline look more sinister. And it didn't. And it's really just, it's so much wasted potential. I stand corrected. The 8 minute 19-second mark did it. That 8 minute 19-second mark, that was oh yes, anime, I take back what I said. That was nice. Erina X Soma is so freaking real right now. It just is. So at the 9 minute 27-second mark we go into chapter 169, and I gotta say, so far we're doing pretty good. I'm just really disappointed that the Saiba content from chapter 100, or not Saiba content. Fuck, why do I keep getting Saiba and Azami mixed up? The Azami content is it got skipped. I'm still waiting to see it this episode, but we might see it. But we might see it later. I don't know. But right now the flow is really nice here. So let's get, and this is at the 9 minute 27-second mark. We go into chapter 169. So we're skipping the Saiba flashback for now. That flashback, that's at the start of chapter 169. And I totally understand why we're skipping it. I'm going to be patient with you on this anime. You need to have it at some point. But anyway, let's get to fucking Hisako. I fucking love her. She is just awesome. Oh, the grotesque Yukihara face at the 10 minute 30-second mark. I love it. Oh my god, this scene. I'm glad that something that I'm very happy right now, and I've been concerned about, because especially based on what we got in the first half, is if we're gonna have comedy. And so far we're getting comedy. I'm very happy right now with that. She's got no credibility because she's fallen victim to many of Souma's dishes. That's so messed up. Oh my god, it's so fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god, the cuteness of little Erina and little Alice at like the 11 minute 30-second mark was just amazing. Finally, you see this contrast we're getting here right now. At the 11 minute 40, starting at the 11 minute 37-second mark, going into the 11 minute 43-second mark. That's the contrast I wanted earlier, and I love it. Souma finally got Erina to say that recently. Well, not somewhat. She didn't try the dish. She helped Souma with the flavors. But I'm telling you, if Erina ate Souma's appetizer, she would say it's delicious. But God, Erina, I swear, if Erina and Souma do not end up together at the end of this series, I'm gonna be so mad. So now we're getting into chapter 170, this adaptation at about like the 12 minute 57-second mark. And I gotta tell you, so far, chapter 169's adaptation, great stuff. I really loved it. I would say that was probably, out of all the chapters we've adapted this episode, chapter 169 is the best. So anyway, let's get to chapter 170's adaptation. Damn, anime, you are adapting a lot this week, and I understand why. Yay, we have visual explanations, and it looks beautiful, and oh my god, the dish itself looks so good. And just seeing that is getting me really hyped for Ishiki's dish. in the second dish Ishiki makes in the regimentals of Shokugeki for Nini. Just, oh my god, I can't wait to see it. Anime, you're getting me really hyped for the visual explanations of the regimental to Shokugeki. You are. Especially for, there's a few dishes in particular I'm really hyped for, that you're getting me really hyped for right now, besides Ishiki's dish. Aldini's dish is one of them. Sako, man, just stop right now. You are making, God, stop making Arena sound like a snob. I know Arena is a snob, but God, is just, you are not helping this situation. But damn, that was a good deal Souma got on those eggs, I gotta say. Oh my god, the Souma chicks at the 15-minute, 49-second mark is so freaking cute, and I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You know what? I actually like the anime version of the Fugasm, for Arena's Fugasm here, more than the manga, because we get the Souma chicks. Now these are interesting tips. That if you freeze the egg, freeze eggs, it intensifies the flavor of the yolk. And it's probably something I'm gonna start doing at some point. Because if that's true, you have to wonder if it makes like scrambled eggs and like omelets, like simple stuff like that, taste even better. So it's better to choose cheap eggs for a reason, huh? I'm telling you, I'm going to, when I go grocery shopping, I'm going to go to the 99-cent store and get some eggs from there and put them in the freezer and see if this works. I swear to God. And what I'll do is, maybe I'll do it this week. And either for, next week's anime live reaction. Yeah, I think, you know what? Next week's anime live reaction, I'll actually have an egg dish cooked with eggs that were in the freezer. And we'll see if Souma is right on this. Why didn't you use the words not of fate? Why? Why not anime? It just would work so much better. Especially for us Erina X Souma shippers. I really love Soma's response to Arena's question here. I'm gonna read the manga dialogue because I really love it. Guys who only know one answer won't ever be able to reach greater heights. It's so freaking true. It is, and I know my man would probably agree, or he'll probably debate me at some point because I'm gonna ask him this question. After this video. I'm done with this. God. Anime, I am really liking what you're doing right now. We're getting good stuff. That 18-minute, 28-second frame, when you have Saiba and Souma saying the same thing, I really love the contrast in the color palette. It's just so freaking perfect. I love it. Oh my god, during this Azami thing going on here where, you know, Arena's remembering Azami's words and shit. Oh my god, I love how Azami's being animated. It's so creepy and awesome. Especially in the eyes, like at the 19-minute, 15-second mark. I love that. It looks like Azami's hypnotizing you. I love it. It's so perfect. And where this is actually is at like the, and this is in chapter 171. I gotta tell you, chapter 170, got no complaints. I actually liked how chapter 170 was in the anime more than the manga. It was that good because I love the additional visuals we got in the anime that the manga didn't give us. It's not supposed to be at 7 o'clock. It's supposed to be at midnight. Anime, come on, man. We've been doing so well. Writing, you've been doing so well. What the fuck? And something I just realized too, and that was that wasn't there. We didn't see like Tsukasa's face like we did in the manga for chapter 170. I think. Wait, it was chapter 170. Or no, 171. Excuse me. For chapter 171, we didn't see Tsukasa's face, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. But other than that, the zombie stuff we're getting right now is so good. Writing, I understand why you changed it to morning now, even though the manga says midnight. I could totally understand, and I'm behind you all the way right now. Yes, Erina is starting to sound like Yukihara. I'm telling you. Oh, that Erina X Yukihara ship is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We haven't hit it officially. It's not official in the manga yet either. But it's gonna happen. It is. Look at Souma at that 22:46 mark. He's like, yeah, that's my woman. But I gotta say, overall, so we're gonna probably start next week. Is probably gonna be page 17 of chapter 171, if anything. Anyway, overall, this episode was really, really, really good. I'm very impressed. Shokugeki no Soma anime, you have definitely come a long way than the crap we saw during the first half of the season. But the only thing I'm concerned about is the Azami content that was skipped in from chapter 168. I got a feeling they will show it at some point, but just in case they don't, I'm going to read it. Where are you? Oh no, it wasn't 168. It was 167. I'm sorry. Just give me a second here. I gotta find it. Here it is. And this is on page 9, starting on bottom of page 9 of chapter 167. And you know what? I would love to see the start of next week's. I would love to see next week's episode start here, but just in case it doesn't, this is what was skipped. Thank you for joining today. Now to you, the heads of the culinary industry. Friggin' A, this tape is being a pain. Here we go. I present dishes of the average students who have benefited from Central's education. Oh my God, I would love. God, this has got to be at the start of next week's episode, to be honest. Delicious. All dishes are all 10 tier. It's the summit of the highest techniques. For your information, the student that made that dish is still in middle school. So this is the education system of Leader Azami. I'm sorry, unbelievable. So this is the education system of Leader Azami. He made the ultimate elite squad. Where are we here? Mr. Chappelle, I guess you're very proud as a Totsuki professor. Here, have a taste too. Sure. Delicious. I can't say anything but delicious. If this dish was given to me during my classes, this would have received an A immediately. But the thing that comes to my mind when I taste this is, hold on a second. When I taste this is Nakiri Azami's face. Goo. Totsuki Academy's philosophies and talents clashing with each other and developing their own style. And finally, that results in a dish which shows the chef's face, the achievement of specialty. And we have to have this content because the reason why this content in particular is so important is because it's actually coming into play in the manga right now, especially in this most recent chapter of Shokugeki no Soma manga. So I wish this content was in this episode. But anime, you can't skip this content at all. If you show this next week, I will give you a pass for skipping it this week. But you cannot just skip this content altogether because the specialty is this particular, and I'm surprised that they skipped this part in particular because of the most recent manga chapter. So,
She'll be late next week because she's on sniffing patrol.
But anyway, the achievement of specialty. This dish is too far from that philosophy. There's no way that Totsuki Academy can run like this. And I think it's funny that I think it's funny that like Azami or like this whole thing with the specialty is going on, and then Azami in the most recent chapter is like preaching about specialty. The irony is just not lost on me. But anyway, this flow, is there no way to stop it now? Let's see. Truthfully, at this point, most students have given up on going against Central and actually wanting to follow them. Because truthfully, fuck, I got distracted because my man is bugging me. Truthfully, at this point, most students have given up on going against Central and actually wanting to follow them because no matter how they think about it, it's better that way. They all understand the upcoming advancement exams will bring the end to everything. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, what the anime could do with this content, because this content cannot be skipped at all, especially in relation to what's going on in the manga. I think if they do this content like at the start of next week's episode, or hell, even at the start of right before the advancement exams commence, like right before they go on the trains and shit, I will totally be fine with that. But if the anime ignores this content that's from pages 9 to 14 of chapter 167, you can't, that's gonna not fly with me at all. I'm already frustrated that the anime cut like some really good Azami and Erina Jochiro stuff. That really frustrated the hell out of me. But this right here, this can't be cut. No, especially since we're connecting this to this is going to end up being be a part of the regimental to Shokugeki arc, the end of it. I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Hopefully my video won't be as long next week. But thanks, but God, that opening song, there's just so much to talk about. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You could donate to my PayPal, GoFundMe, Patreon, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.